Thank you for being with us, and welcome to the grand opening of the Shaun Lumachi Innovation Center. City of Long So as many of you are probably already aware, City of Long Beach and Long Beach City College have enjoyed a long-standing partnership here at 309 Pine, offering business assistance and workshops to Long Beach City College's Small Business Development Center. So this space really being a working example of our commitment to fostering the innovative spirit of small business. So 4 years ago, we gathered here for a groundbreaking to renovate the building in an effort to really maximize the space offered for these important programs. Unfortunately, the pandemic hit us. We've experienced some significant delays, but here we are now standing in this beautifully renovated space, waiting to welcome business and entrepreneurs to Long Beach. So we're also excited to welcome our new partner, BLANKSPACES, and really just excited about everything to come with this space. So with that, I'd like to kick off the program by welcoming Mayor Robert Garcia to the podium.
Well, good morning to everyone that's here. I'm very, very grateful to be here this morning, especially to open up a space that a lot of us have been thinking about for a long time, been working on for a long time, and I want to thank all of you for your hard work. I do want to note a few people that are here, and then I just have a couple brief remarks. This would not be possible if so many folks had not been involved in the partnership of putting this space together, and I want to start by recognizing a few folks. First, this space really started and was developed also as a partnership, and then Councilwoman Lena Gonzalez, who is now our state senator, was really instrumental in getting this project actually put together. And so I just want to thank her for being here and for all of her hard work in getting this project off the ground. Of course, Councilwoman Zendejas, who helped take the baton from Senator Gonzalez to get this project completed, and our partners at Long Beach City College, BLANKSPACES, our economic development team, all were just phenomenal partners in getting this space, with beautiful space, open. And of course, the pandemic slowed us down significantly, but we're here. We're really proud to open up this Shaun Lumachi Innovation Center. And there's actually a few folks here that know Shaun well and probably the best, and I just want to recognize them for being here. And I'm going to go just around. Randy Gordon is here, who of course was Shaun's boss at the chamber and loved Shaun like a son. Dave Summers is here, who is Shaun's other best friend besides me, and has known Shaun since their days in Sacramento, and just doing a lot of really great work in college, and then of course later on here in Long Beach. And I want to point out Desiree, who's here, and Des was of course Shaun's wife, and also just a great friend, and I'm really happy that Des is here. And there's other folks here that are Shaun's friends or that knew Shaun, but I especially wanted to just thank them. And I do have some remarks I'm going to say, and really on behalf of Des also about Shaun. What's most important about the space, besides what's going to happen inside, is I think the legacy of the person that inspired the space and has inspired me every single day. Shaun Lumachi may have been and probably will be the best person that I've ever met. His incredible drive, his creativity, his ability to take an idea and translate it into action was unparalleled. Just one of the brightest, smartest, thoughtful people I think anyone would ever meet. Certainly one of the most I have ever met. He was the kind of person, if you're an early riser, and if you're up by, if you're a person that's up by 6 or 6:15 to start your day, he'd already been up for 2 hours. So by the time that you are up in the morning, he's already done what will take you most of the day by the time you're up in the morning. And that's just the kind of guy he was. People do not believe this. Desiree knows because she was on the other end. I probably talked to him by phone no less than 5 to 10 times a day. A day. I mean, who does, that's not normal. And Dave, the same. And so, for us, particularly for Dave and I, and Des, of course, was there all the time, being annoyed at us. But for us, it's just a special moment because you get to honor somebody that was such a part of our daily grind. I mean, he was just an extension of, I felt of like me, like we were just the same. And I know Dave can speak the same. Obviously, Des knew him better than anybody here. And so I'm just happy that we're here to celebrate the space, but most importantly, we're here to celebrate Shaun. And the fact that, and I want to thank Lena for fighting to make sure this happened, especially, but the fact that the space is named after Shaun, but that it says what's next on the front, which was Shaun's, Shaun loved the West Wing, but he always said, what's next? And I say that now all the time. And it was his way of moving something forward at that moment. So something bad happened, he'd turn to you and go, what's next? Or if you just had an accomplishment that you just finished, you felt really good about it, and you're like, wow, we did it. He'd be like, what's next? And that motivating factor is central to so many of us that knew him and how we actually live. I mean, that's like, for me, it's like my, internal saying. And it's thanks to Shaun. And Shaun, I love you so much, miss you every single day. I'm happy to be here to celebrate you in this space. And then finally, just to Blank Spaces and to our Long Beach City College partners, thank you for this. And please, let's keep this space busy. I want to see entrepreneurs here, students learning, community members having meetings, all those things that Shaun would have just loved, And the only thing that's missing in the space, which we're going to get done, is we're going to put some information about Shaun somewhere up here. Get a nice picture, his little bit of his life story, just so that people can learn about this incredible person. So we're going to do that. And I'm very excited about it. So with that, I'm grateful to all of you. I'm just happy to be here. And I believe I'm going to turn this over to Senator Lena Gonzalez. Oh, wait, actually, Councilwoman Mary Zendejas is going to introduce Senator Gonzalez also. Councilwoman.
Good morning, everyone. Oh, what a beautiful day it is today in Long Beach, especially here in the First District. There is so much love in this room this morning, and I'm just so excited to welcome each and every one of you to the grand opening of the Shaun Lumachi Center. I'm just, so amazed that we have such an amazing innovation center here today. And I can just feel the love and all the hard work that got put into this by so many people. And it is such a great thing because we're honoring such a fantastic, fantastic individual whose legacy lives on through and will continue to live on through this great project and great facility. And like I was talking to Des and Lisa a little bit earlier, that Shaun is smiling down on us today and saying, oh, thank you. This is the first building in my name, so what's next, right? Like Mayor Robert Garcia said. So thank you. With that, I want to just say a couple of words. The Small Business Development Center was an important anchor in the downtown area, providing business assistance, workshops, and technical assistance. We are excited to forego a new version of the partnership between the city and Long Beach City College by adding Blank Spaces to help deliver programs and services for entrepreneurs. The renovation to the building will support collaboration, spark creativity, and advance innovation in small businesses, entrepreneurship in the downtown area. The Innovation Center will also bolster inclusion and equity for underrepresented business owners by providing resources and programs through SBDC. Thank you, and now it is my incredible honor to introduce our Senator Lena Gonzalez.
Well, good morning, everybody. Really glad to be here. I want to thank all the partners involved, and they've been mentioned, but I'll mention them again, of course. The City of Long Beach for sticking through this during this really tough pandemic. I know, as mentioned before, we delayed a little bit, but we didn't have to do this. It could have stopped, but we continued and pursued on, and I want to thank the City of Long Beach for doing that with the leadership of Mayor Garcia and Councilmember Mary Zendejas for continuing on this incredible opportunity. SBDC, Long Beach City College for your partnership, BLANKSPACES, thank you so much for the partnership as well. And as mentioned, it was about 5 years ago in 2017, I really had this thought that we wanted to revitalize Pine Avenue, but how do we revitalize and what can we do that's mindful and ensuring that we're lifting up folks that want to become entrepreneurs in our city? And thinking about some of our most incredible leaders, and I thought one day about Shaun, and I said, what can I do to honor him? Because knowing him for the small stint that I did, and knowing that in our office we called him the fifth Beatle, because he really was. He was literally the one you would call that I know Robert talked to multiple times a day, but somebody that many of us went to for mentorship as well. And I said, what can we do to support him? And so I thought about 309 Pine and the partnership, the public-private partnership that was already going on, and I said, what better way to honor him than to call this the Shaun Lumachi Innovation Center, where when you walk down Pine Avenue, you're going to see businesses trying to make it, when you're going to see entrepreneurs in Long Beach just trying to get by, when you're going to see small business resources, everything that he embodied, whether it was his time at the chamber or his time working with Mayor Garcia or whatever it was, he was always there to help. And so the first person I had to ask for the blessing was, of course, Des Lumachi. And I remember taking her to dinner. We went to dinner on 2nd Street. And I was a little nervous because you just don't know what the answer would be. And I asked her, and I said very pointedly, I said, hey, what do you think about this, naming this the Shaun Lumachi Innovation Center? And she said, let's do it. Let's go for it. And so then she asked, a year or two later, like, what's going on? But and I said, I'm sorry, we're on it, I swear. But then the pandemic hit. And here we are. And now we finally have something for you, Des, more importantly, but also for Mayor Garcia and Dave and Randy and everybody here that loved him so very much. We have something here for you, too. And so I want to say thank you so much. And he, of course, talked about you all the time, loved you so, so much. And I want to say thank you. This is actually for you. We'll get one for the center, but this is a recognition for you and, of course, just everything that you are through him. And so thank you very much. And I, again, want to be so grateful for the City of Long Beach for getting this done. Thank you so much. And next, we will bring up our Superintendent of Long Beach City College, Dr. Mike Munoz.
Hello, everyone. It is a great pleasure to be here with you today to celebrate the opening of BLANKSPACES Long Beach and the Shaun Lumachi Innovation Center. My name is Dr. Mike Munoz, and I have the great privilege of serving as Superintendent President of Long Beach City College. This facility is the culmination of a unique partnership between the City of Long Beach, BLANKSPACES, Long Beach City College that really demonstrates how Long Beach continues to come together to support our small business community. Like this building's namesake, Shaun Lumachi, part of LBCC's mission, is to champion workforce development, including supporting small businesses both locally and across our region. It has taken us a while to get here today. Actually, from Long Beach City College perspective, 3 presidents now. So just to give you some context. And the work world has changed pretty significantly since we broke ground in the shared space facility in 2017, primarily due to COVID-19 pandemic. We're excited to be here today, and we look forward to offering training programs, counseling through Long Beach City College's SBDC to entrepreneurs who can utilize the space. In fact, Jerome and I were having a sidebar before today's event and just already thinking of other space uses that our students at Long Beach City College can activate within this amazing facility. So we're excited to be here today, and we look forward to offering training programs, counseling through Long Beach City College SBDC to entrepreneurs, as I mentioned, as well as small business owners can get hands-on training for everything from how to access capital to drawing up a business plan. For everything you might imagine a small business is experiencing, we have experts who can sit down and coach them one-on-one. Pat Nye's in the back, if we can give a big shout out to Pat Nye and our economic development office, he's amazing. He has experts, right, that are going to be able to essentially support these workshops and the dynamic programming that we will be offering here. I want to take a moment to also acknowledge the SBDC team. I have some SBDC team members here, and again, we're getting ready to come in and get to work, so we're excited. As we all know, the COVID-19 has really challenged our small businesses, and the number of calls to the SBDC from our local business has increased dramatically. I know those people who call the SBDC appreciate your assistance during these times, and I'm also grateful for those who can help with our region's economy. I would also like to thank our Board of Trustees for their leadership during the pandemic. They've been really dedicated to economic development and workforce training, and so I want to acknowledge their leadership and vision as well. We couldn't have gotten to this point without their support. Shaun Lumachi was an extraordinary individual whom we lost way too soon. His impact was felt through his work with the Chamber of Commerce, as co-founder and publisher of the Long Beach Post, and his volunteer leadership with a variety of organizations, including serving as chair of the Small Business Development Center Advisory Council at Long Beach City College. We want to thank the City of Long Beach for your partnership in this space. Congratulations to all of us who had a hand in bringing Blank Spaces and the Shaun Lumachi Innovation to what it is today. We are so proud to be part of this commemorating opportunity in his spirit and name, and so thank you very much. I'm going to turn it over to Jerome at this time.
Hello, everyone. Thanks for coming. My name is Jerome Chang. I'm new to this neighborhood, but for a few years behind the scenes, a growing number of us have been working on this project. 2016, the former Economic Development Director at LBCC, Shani Weber, called me and said, would you be interested in partnering up on this unique public-private partnership? And since then, I've been working closely with John Keisler, former Economic Development Director in Long Beach. Mary Torres here is taking photos as the project manager. Brian Culligan, who is standing in the back somewhere, for helping launch this project across the last 4 years. It's been quite trying, but I think the product is good. Quick intro with what we do. Blank Spaces is the first co-working company in Southern California. So for some of you who've watched Adam Newman and WeWork, we started before them, and they have been profiled in the TV series called We Crashed. We have not crashed. But we started in 2008, before the last recession, and also through this pandemic-induced recession. So just to kind of show you a quick history that we've been around LA for a long time, and when I got the call, we effectively relocated our original location up in Mid-Wilshire to here, and when we closed that location in 2018. So I'm also a licensed architect, and feel free to explore the space. I did design it with, of course, with my team. But yeah, co-working it's a shared office space, but it's really about a community. And for all the functional bits of using the space by the hour, by the day, by the week, by the month, there is a community that really ties it all together. You come here, unlike other offices where you're forced to go there, you choose to come here because you want the camaraderie and the community here. And so with the growth of remote, hybrid, distributed work, I think this will be one of your many options that you would choose to work, and we hope that by activating the small businesses, freelancers, and entrepreneurs here in downtown Long Beach, that we can be the local and convenient resource for the thousands of people who live in a few block radius, and the growing number of hundreds more units that are obviously under construction in this place. So please, stay as long as you want. Let me know if you'd like a tour or if you have some questions. Regardless of pricing, just understand how this works, because some of you may never have the option to work in a more progressive workplace that's inclusive and that's really about tying with your local community. And an extra thank you again to Shani Weber, who's standing over there, who sparked this partnership for me.
All right, thank you. Thank you to all of our speakers, all of our special guests here today. what we're going to do is we're going to now head outside for a brief photo op, and then those of you who would like a tour, either staff or members of the Blank Spaces team will be able to tour you all around. So right now we're going to head on out for that photo opportunity. Thank you. Thank you again for coming.